Hey, my name is Raul Angulo, and thanks for checking out Drills You're Not Going to Find in the Books. I'm a retired fire captain with Seattle Fire Department, spent over 37 years there of honorable service, and I'm Captain Emeritus of Ladder 6. I got a wide variety of experience. Since retiring, I'm still writing and teaching, so that puts me at about 40 years total. That makes me an old guy. But I have a wide range of experience. I've been assigned to engine companies and ladder companies as a lieutenant and as a captain. I was a dispatcher at the 911 Fire Alarm Center in Seattle. I was a recruit instructor at the academy for a few classes. Been on the hazmat team, the USAR team, and the wildland firefighting team. I'm an author for fire engineering. I have numerous articles published in the magazine, and I'm also a writer for fireengineering.com, and I'm currently writing the little mini-series Drills You're Not Going to Find in the Books. Some of you may have seen those, but they're on there. You can check them out. I'm also a featured author for Fire Apparatus and Emergency Equipment magazine, and I serve on the editorial advisory board for Fire Apparatus magazine. And I've been teaching at FDIC since 1996. So I've kind of been around a while. I teach all over the country, Canada, Mexico. That makes me an international instructor. So I've been around. The subjects I teach on are fire service leadership, company officer development and crew development, and fire ground strategy and tactics with an emphasis on firefighter accountability systems. One of my role models was Chief Alan Brunacini, and he used to teach us not to be afraid to think, to keep things simple. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and try things. Trust your gut instinct. He always said, this isn't rocket science, but use common sense. And then he warned us not to do anything stupid and don't get anybody hurt. And so I took him up on this. This is going to be my 7th year teaching drills you're not going to find in the book. And I'm very excited to be brought back. But I have to ask myself, why is this class so popular? And it definitely resonates with a lot of firefighters. And I think it's because firefighters and company officers, they want to be good at what they do. They want to be experts at what they do. And who doesn't want to be an expert, right? But this is the response that I get from firefighters. And the evals come back with a sense of excitement. People talk to me, and they're very excited to take this information and to go back and implement it right away. I mean, how many classes will you go to at FDIC where you feel that kind of excitement and urgency to want to go try something? But that's what this class does. And so anyway, that's where we're at right now. According to Peter Procolo, who's the web editor for fireengineering.com, he says the articles that get the most hits are the ones that involve a drill or have a drill attached to them. And he says, and I quote, they just eat that stuff up. So, the guys like to drill. It definitely resonates. And this class has evolved over those past 6 years, and people have sent me drills. I've included some in the program. Probably one of the most comprehensive and the best ones I ever received was from Leland Fire Rescue, North Carolina. Firefighter paramedic Mike Hebert and paramedic captain Chris Watford sent me the firefighter down CPR drill. Now, we've all trained for rapid intervention and getting a down firefighter out of a structure, but a lot of times the drill ends right there. But that's actually where it shifts into an EMS incident. And so these firefighters and their crews have come up with a sequence step by step to get a firefighter quickly out of their gear, helmet, coat, pants, everything, get them down so that they can start performing the ALS procedures, whether it's in a bench, whether they need to tube them or put them on a monitor or defibrillator. But it's a very, very good drill, shot in sequence, and so that's a part of this drill. These drills are designed for firefighters to think for themselves, think outside the box, and problem solve under pressure. These are drills that I've collected over my 37 years. They fall outside of the Firefighter 1 and 2 curriculum. There's evolutions on engine companies, there's ladder company evolutions, there's individual firefighter safety and survival skills. I'm not trying to replicate what's already out there in firefighter survival classes, just some extra teaching points. A lot of these are based on line of duty deaths. and the circumstances that surrounded the line of duty deaths. What skill sets were used, what skill sets weren't used, should have been used, could have. And so we try and develop a drill to answer that question because it's already happened. And so what if this happened to you? What if it happened to me? Other drills are based on close calls, near misses, and also on some firefighter injuries. For example, we've all seen the video footage of the fire captain in Fresno, California, Captain Pete Dern, where he was sounding the roof of that garage, and the roof decking gave way, and he fell into the garage with this fireball enshrouding him. But anyway, we have this drill where we're trying to teach firefighters if they could quickly turn that roof hook or pike pole when they're sounding horizontally. Maybe that is enough to bridge that hole, giving them a bounce or the ability to jump out of that hole rather than fall all the way through. But that drill is directly tied to an incident like Captain Dern and some other similar ones. We also have one, for example, we've had some accidents involving the ducks, the Ride the Ducks. These are tourist amphibious tour boats that go on land and sea. A lot of major cities that have a waterway have those boats. Seattle has some, and we've had some incidents. But the most recent one was on Table Rock Lake in Branson, Missouri. The duck got caught in a violent storm. There were 31 occupants, and 17 died. 14 survived, and the boat went down in about 80 feet of water. 9 members were from one family alone, and the ages of the deaths were between 1 and 70 years old. But we had already designed this drill to build a floating ladder using life rings and life jackets already on the apparatus. They lash them to a baby ladder or a roof ladder, tie a rope, and now a swimmer can go out with that floating ladder, and maybe you can rescue 8, 10 people. Whoever can grab onto the rails of the ladder can be towed back in all at once. And so, not to say this could have been used in the Branson incident, but if you had a similar situation, you wouldn't be thinking around, well, what are we going to do? You already know, hey, I could build this floating ladder right now. And so that's an example of one of the things that we do. Some of the other drills that we're going to do, let me tell you about those. We go over why firefighters resist training, buddy to boss issues. We have a Class A foam drill. It's a little experiment you can do in your fire station. A lot of drills on portable radios. I'm going to show you where you can find some drill locations right in your own district that can be challenging. We got some rodeo couplings, some different firefighter rescue drags using a pike pole and a sling link. We got rack drills, like I say, rapid intervention, the air rescue kit. We got some apparatus driver trips and some aerial apparatus driver tips. We got some aerial drills. I'm going to show you how to make your own elevator key. That's pretty cool. We got bridge rescue drill. I'm going to show you how to, out of cardboard boxes, how you can make these little props to demonstrate the ventilation cut sequence for vertical ventilation. We have some hose evolution drills for townhouses, 2.5-inch hose handling. I'm going to show you how to set up unmanned fire hoses, attaching a bulldozer nozzle to a roof ladder and making this big giant sprinkler system that you can use for basement fires. How to rescue a firefighter with a roof ladder and an EMS flat raise using the ladder. So anyway, there's over 100 drills and ideas that you can use in your own training. And many of these drills are original. Some come from books that have been out of print for over 50 years. Maybe they're not readily accessible to firefighters. Some come from retired firefighters and senior firefighters. So I like to use the example that if you had a crew of 4 firefighters with 30 years of experience, you have a combined experience of 120 years. And if they all retired at once, that's 120 years of experience that walks out the door that you don't capture, and a lot of times simply because you haven't asked them. But anyway, I'm going to resolve that because everything I have on this class is going to be on this thumb drive that every person who signs up and attends the class is going to get. And on this thumb drive has the entire PowerPoint, every slide, every video, even some that we don't get to. The ones we don't get to are going to be on this. So you're not losing anything. You're going to get more. And they're all unlocked, so they're standalone PowerPoints. you can take them out from the program and insert them into your own. For example, if you're doing an SCBA class, you can just take the ones that have to do with SCBA and put them into your own teaching curriculum. So everyone gets a thumb drive with the entire program. Now, who's going to give you their whole program at FDIC? Not a lot of people, but I am. I'm already retired. What good is it for me to keep it? I don't need it. You need it. You're still doing it, right? So I want to help you do your job as best you can and as safely as possible. So I'm giving you everything I got. These are challenging drills. I've done them all myself with my crews. Most important, I know that they work and I know that they're safe. So far there's been approximately 900 students who have attended the class here at FDIC. I know in Canada there's around 656 fire departments, and in the United States there's like 1.3 million firefighters. So minus 900, let me do a little quick math. That comes out to, well, there's still a lot of you guys that still need to sign up and take this class, right? Oh, look, squirrel. So anyway, but I'm giving you everything I got. So check it out. Sign up early because it's sure to sell out. I've had standing room only. And thanks for taking the time to check out drills you're not going to find in the books. And I'll see you at 2019 FDIC International. Thanks a lot.